Good afternoon, folks. Home Handyman. Hey, you saw me do that review on that Tacklife Rotary tool, and I had somebody on one of the forums go, well, I saw you when you're using your trim router to do lettering, you have like a plate attached to the bottom with handles, and I take it, hey, it's for better control. Yeah, it is. And then the other part of his question is, can you use one of these rotary tools to do the same thing without having to buy like a trim router or a router? The answer is yeah. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, and you're going to take a little bit more time with it, but it can be done. Let me show you what I made. Now on the bottom of mine, I have that little holder. Okay, now if you remember in that Tacklife kit, it comes with this depth gauge. Okay, you can set the depth. What I did is I went out to the big box store, I bought a piece of Lexan, came home, I secured it to my bench top real tight, and I drew and figured out this oblong pattern. Now you can make it square, it doesn't have to be oblong. And what I did is I cut it out with a jigsaw and a real fine metal blade. And take your time, because if it starts to jump on you, you don't have it clamped down tight enough. You want it tight so it doesn't move. And you want to cut out this long, elongated pattern. I just used a piece of sandpaper, still a little rough, but it's not a beauty contest. Like I said, it's a tool. Then I got some epoxy, and I drilled with a hole saw a hole right here through the bottom. Pretty close in diameter to what would be on the bottom of a router. Then I turned around and I epoxied this, because I'm not going to use it any other way, I believe. And I have another one anyway if I needed to. But anyway, I epoxied this too here. Then I took a chamfer bit, or a countersink bit, very gently. This stuff is not very thick. And I created like a little chamfer so that these little bolts that I went back out to Home Depot, and I took this whole thing with me because I made these little wood plugs and just drilled a hole. Then I got a screw that was long enough to go through all of this and secure into these little, I think I paid $1 for 2 of these little plastic knobs. And then I went ahead and I screwed them on here like this. Now, when that rotary tool is placed down in here, I can set my depth still right here. Lock it in place, okay? And lock it in right here. Here's a set screw right here to lock it. And now, if I'm wearing my reading glasses, and I would encourage you to go to the dollar store, get a pair of these, and then put safety glasses over them, I can get down real close and I can router out those letters. Now, I can do them inset to where I router out the whole inside of the letter, or outset where I outline the letter and then I do what I call field work, or router around the outside of the letters and the letters stand out, rather than, you know, carving them as inset, if that makes sense, I hope. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can make it. It's not that hard. It doesn't have to be this exact length. It doesn't have to be oblong. It's an easy thing to make, and I leave it hanging up here. Now, I use this one on my master carver, much more expensive rotary carving tool. Nothing wrong with using this in Tacklife, Dremel, or anything else, and it's easy to make. If you want to, you could even buy just another one of these right here off of the web. Make it. You don't want to, you know, lose the use of the other one. Maybe you got, I don't know, what's a good example? Like if you're using it to drill into like a door frame or something where it has to be an exact depth, you know, you might not want to epoxy this on here, but not me. I haven't had to ever worry about that, so I put it on here. It's been a fantastic little addition tool. It's your quick tip of the day, so I hope you click subscribe. I hope you follow me. Drop me a comment. You have a better way of doing this, let me know. Otherwise, don't be afraid to get out there and make something. Not that hard. You folks have a great day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.